Hello, basketball fans, and welcome to the Waco High School Gymnasium for District 18 5A contest between the College Station Cougars and the home-standing Waco Lions. I'm Lark Smith, along with our Waco ISD crew, to bring you this game, which is being recorded on a Tuesday night, January the 30th for replay on Waco ISD TV. The starters for College Station being introduced to the crowd here. They include number 1, Kit Colley, he's a junior. Number 3, Ty Sanders, a senior. Number 11, Cade Cortan, a junior. Number 13, Stephen De La Rosa, a junior. And number 40, Reagan Browning, a junior. A lot of juniors in this lineup for their head coach, J.D. Sullivan. Cougars come in 23-9 on the season, but just 3-5 in district play. Waco Lions are coached by Bervin Brown, his second season in charge of the Waco basketball fortunes. His starters to be announced to the crowd here, beginning with number 12, Jimmy Veal, a junior. Number 3, A.J. West, he's a senior. A.J. has been the top scorer in games 7 times this year. Also starting tonight for the Lions, number 5, Tyreek Crosby, a senior.
A 6-foot senior, number 2, Tony Caulfield.
Tony Caulfield also among the starting 5, a senior.
Forward, a 6'2" senior, number 30,
and number 30, Wayne Pearsall, a senior.
Assistant coaches for
The Lions come into the game 16-13 on the year and 3-4 in district play. Brian Rudder leads the district to this point with about 4 games left on the schedule after tonight. Rudder's at 7-1, then comes the Bryan Vikings at 6-2, A&M Consolidated at 4-4. Then Waco High, simply because they've played 1 less game, in 4th place by a half game ahead of College Station. University's at 2-5 and Temple's at 2-6. And it's getting down to the nitty-gritty as far as who's going to make the playoffs. For both Waco and University, it's almost a need to win out. Pretty much for University, it's a win-out situation. For Waco, they cannot have many stumbles in the rest of their schedule, which after tonight includes Bryan, University, A&M Consolidated, and Rudder. 2 of those games on the road, and 2 of them here at the Waco High Gym. Cougars are able to control the tap. Cade Cortan with the basketball. He led all scorers in the previous meeting between these 2 schools with 21 points. They go inside to Browning. Browning can't get it to fall. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Cougars, and it's Waco High's ball. These 2 teams met on January the 5th with College Station coming away with a 60-43 victory in College Station. Tyreek Crosby led the way for Waco in that game with 11. Lions working the ball around on the outside, trying to find something inside. The Cougars running a man-to-man defense. No chance to cut into the lane just yet. West gets it off to Jimmy Veal. Still working the ball around. Can't get anything to open up. Finally, from the corner, shot put up by Crosby is off the mark, but Waco has the rebound. They'll work it around again. Crosby to Veal. In the corner to Pearsall. Crosby drives in, pitches it back outside for the 3 ball. It's partially blocked. They pass it underneath to Jimmy Veal. He's partially blocked, and the Cougars come away with the rebound. Cortan brings it down. And now he'll back it up. De La Rosa gets it inside to Cortan. Cortan down low. Pitch it back outside. Shot off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound put back up and in. And it was Kit Colley who got the first 2 points of the game. 6:10 left to go in the first quarter. A.J. West from just outside the free throw line gets that one to fall. When these 2 teams met back on the 5th, West had 6 points in that game. Under 6 minutes to go. De La Rosa passes it off to Cortan. Cortan for three, can't get it to go, and a foul on the shot. Tony Caulfield says, really, you think I fouled somebody? So Caulfield gets the foul. It'll be Cortan at the line. And it's the first one. Last time out for the Cougars, they lost in overtime to Rudder, 54-48. Cortan led the way in that game with 27 points. He was the only Cougar in double figures. Browning checks out. Cullen Paradowski checks in. Just 8 men on the roster for J.D. Sullivan. He's got 3 subs to work with. Cortan hits all 3 free throws. Puts the Cougars up 5-2 with the 3 free throws. Looking to get some penetration, can't find any. Caulfield brings it back out. Gets it over to A.J. West. He tries to drive in and travels with the basketball. Turnover gives it back to the Cougars. That'll bring Jordan Fuller into the game. A.J. West grabs a seat. 5:15 to go, first quarter. Lions only have 1 basket to show for it so far. Pass into De La Rosa, who lays it up and in. 7-2 our score, a 5-point lead for the Cougars. A 3-point goes down for Wayne Pearsall. Makes it a 2-point contest. Both teams seem to be patient. J.D. Sullivan issuing some instructions to his ball club. Jordan Fuller gives him some defense. Raleigh. Over to Cortan. Back outside to De La Rosa. To Colley. Nothing inside just yet. Both teams being very patient, looking for something inside. Colley being guarded by Jimmy Veal. Bounce pass inside to Sanders. Still working outside the arc. Finally, Cortan tries to drive. Left-handed layup won't go, but he's fouled in the process. I believe the foul's going to be on Jordan Fuller. It'll be his first. Second team foul. 4:06 to play first quarter. Cortan's at the line again. He misses that one. It's that one. 4 from the free throw line. 3-point advantage for the Cougars at 8-5. Pearsall gets it over to Crosby to Caulfield to Fuller. Pearsall looking to penetrate, can't do so. Finally gets a runner inside, and Pearsall's able to lay it in. He's got 5. Makes it a 1-point contest at 8-7 with 3:40 to go. First quarter. De La Rosa against Caulfield. Cortan drives in and has the ball almost knocked away from him by Jimmy Veal, and he travels with it. Waco with a chance to take the lead here. Passed out to Crosby. Fuller. Good passing around the arc. Still nothing opening up for the Lions just yet. 3-pointer on the way by Pearsall is no good. Cortan running with the rebound. trapped at the midcourt line and is picked up by Pearsall. He'll lay it up and in, and the Waco Lions have the lead thanks to 7 points by Wayne Pearsall, 9-8, under 3 minutes to go. College Station was up by 5 at one point. Holly with a bounce pass to Cortan. Cortan from the baseline, pitches in the corner. Shot put up by Browning, no good. Rebound Waco on the run. 2-on-2 break for Crosby, and he's up and in. Eric Crosby's first basket of the night gives Waco a 3-point lead and maybe 4 as Crosby's going to go to the line. Foul's going to be on De La Rosa, his first, team first. Crosby with the first opportunity at the free throw line for Waco. Looking to stretch the lead to 4. Can't get it to fall though. Cougars with the rebound. Cortan against Fuller will bring it up to the timeline. Gets around Fuller, thinks about penetrating, but he's cut off by Waco and travels with the basketball. Nice job of cutting off the lane and causing Cortan to walk with it. 2:15 left first quarter. Waco looking to extend their 3-point advantage. Fuller thought about the three. Dale Smith checked into the game, number 10 for Waco. Crosby gets by Cortan, goes into the lane, can't get it to fall. Sanders comes up with the rebound for College Station. Minute 50 left to play first quarter. Cortan being harassed by Jimmy Veal. It off to Sanders. Sanders has it knocked away by Crosby. Still be Waco's ball. Pearsall comes back into the game. Crosby will get the rest. Colley with the inbound. Gets it to Cortan. He'll put up a three from way outside. No good. Browning gets the rebound, pitches it back out. Minute and a half to go first quarter. J.D. Sullivan issues another play, and Jimmy Veal steals the ball away and will take it to the hoop and can't get it to fall, but the follow-up by Pearsall, by Dale Smith is good. First two for Dale Smith. 5 points for Waco. That's the lead. With a minute 3 to go. Colley to Cortan. Cortan's going to be fouled by, no, it's Cortan with the foul pushing off on Jimmy Veal. Second foul against College Station. J.D. Sullivan asked why there was a foul call. They say it was pushing off, and now we're going to get a timeout call by Waco High. So under a minute to go in the first quarter. Waco High has been led by Wayne Pearsall with 7 points. 2 points apiece by Dale Smith, Tyrant Crosby, and Tony Caulfield. Just 2 baskets so far for College Station. 1 for Colley and 1 for De La Rosa. Cortan has hit 4 from the free throw line. That's their 8 points. Waco's done a good job defensively, making sure that College Station either doesn't have a shot to take, or when they take a shot, there's a defender in front of him. Causing him to change his shot. Matthew White, number 23, into the game for College Station. As Waco inbounds the ball. Jimmy Veal brings it up to Fuller. Caulfield. Caulfield will take the three. It's off the mark. Waco can't get the rebound. Colley comes up with it, gets it off to Cortan. Cortan looking to drive the lane. Was able to do so, but can't get the shot to fall. White fights for the rebound, gets it back outside. Now White drives in, and he can't get it to fall. Waco blocks it out of bounds. It's going to be Waco's ball. A.J. West coming back in. Tony Caulfield gets a rest. White to trigger the inbound. Looking for Browning. He's cut off. We'll give it to Paradosky in the corner. He's open for a three. Won't take it. Jimmy Veal gets on him. Cortan walks for double dribbles. With 27 seconds left to go, Waco's got a chance to increase the lead. They're down by 5 at one point. About to make it a 12-point swing. They're going to go for the last shot. College Station staying in a 2-3 zone, content to let Waco take that last shot. They get things rolling with 10 seconds to go. Mishandle the ball. Have a collision. And the foul's going to be on Cortan. Cade Cortan picks up his second. With 5 seconds to go, Waco to inbound the ball. De La Rosa coming back in. Cortan's going to get a rest for these last 5 seconds. Fuller with the inbound. Jimmy Veal drives, pitches it back out to A.J. West. His three-pointer, no good at the a foul underneath. 0.5 seconds to go. Foul's going to be on Waco High's Wayne Pearsall, his first. Third team foul. And just a half second to go. Baseball pass down court. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Waco's inbounds, and Waco still with another chance with a half second to go. J.D. Sullivan a little disgusted about that situation. Now Waco gets to inbounds the ball underneath their own basket. Jimmy Veal looking to trigger the inbounds pass. It's a catch and shoot. It's partially blocked by Stephen De La Rosa, so no points. First 8 minutes are in the books, and Waco High has a 5-point lead at 13-8. Again, led by Wayne Pearsall, 7 points in the period. But a good job defensively by Waco High to hold College Station to just 8 points here in the quarter. After tonight, College Station on Friday will be at home against Temple. They have their final open date 1 week from tonight. And then they'll finish off with Bryan and then back here in Waco playing the University Trojans on February the 13th. Waco High, meanwhile, has 4 opponents left on the schedule, starting with a trip to Bryan on Friday of this week. Then they'll have the crosstown rivalry against the University Trojans 1 week from tonight. Then finishing off with A&M Consolidated and Bryan Rudder. So they got a chance. They just got to beat some teams that are in front of them that have beat them earlier in the year. Waco with the inbounds, looking to increase that 5-point lead. Pearsall, Dale Smith, Jimmy Fuller, Tyreek Crosby, and A.J. West, the 5 on the court for Mervyn Brown to start the second quarter. West can't get anything going, gives it off to Dale Smith. He couldn't get it to go. Matter of fact, partially blocked, and the Cougars come up with the basketball. Cortan, White, De La Rosa. Sanders gets the 2 points there. Three-point game. A.J. West from the free throw line can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, and he's undercut by Cortan, who picks up his 3rd foul. That's a big blow to the College Station Cougars for Cortan to have 3 fouls with just a minute into the second quarter, so he's going to go to the bench. Again, Cortan has been their leading scorer in their last 3 district games. Scored 23 against University, 23 against Consolidated, and 27 in their last outing on Friday, an overtime loss to the league leader, Bryan Rudder. Crosby thought about the 3. Cauley keeps him from going into the paint. College Station controls the rebound. Collie looking to come to the right side. Dale Smith fronts him up. Shots off the front of the iron. Crosby powers in to get the rebound. Crosby looking for a pick, not there. A.J. West off to Pearsall. Caulfield from inside the arc, off the back of the iron, no good. Scramble for the rebound. And Waco High calls a timeout. And they think maybe that was a little premature to call that timeout because there was still a scramble for the basketball, and that's what J.D. Sullivan's going to talk to the officials about. It's still kind of an open basketball. Nobody had control of it to call timeout. They have another question about fouls as to who's got fouls. Trying to get Waco High to go back to the bench as they're going to have a conference between the officials. 13-10 is our score with 6:11 left to go in the second period. College Station has the most season victories of anybody in the league at 23-9. But they're just 3-5 in league play. Their losses in league play, a lot of that came while everybody's attention was on their state championship football team. They lost to A&M Consolidated by 10 points on the 15th of December. Then lost in overtime to Brian Rudder by 4 points. Matter of fact, both of their games against Rudder this season have been overtime losses. They also lost at Temple. Their only win in their first 4 games is over Waco High, 60-43. Well, they're trying to get something straight on the scorebook. We'll have to wait until halftime to see if our scorebook is as correct as theirs is. Because they are the ones who keep the official scorebook. All right, so whatever the question is, everybody's on the same page now. Waco to inbound the basketball. Jimmy Veal finally pitches it way out to A.J. West. West wants Jimmy Veal to come out and take the point. West gets around a couple, stops at the free throw line, off the rim, no good, gets his own rebound. Nice hustle by A.J. Waco gets another opportunity, up by 3 at 13-10. They're up by 5 at the end of the first quarter. Veal guarded by De La Rosa, tries to dribble in, does make it inside and gets it to go. Jimmy Veal has his first 2 points in the first 2 points of the second half. Second quarter, excuse me. Pitch out to Colley, into the corner to De La Rosa. He puts up a 3, that's good. Steven De La Rosa has the first 3-pointer of the night for Bryan. Makes it a 15-13 contest. It's a 2-point game. Go looking for something to develop. Nothing there just yet. All the way back out to A.J. West. He'll reset it. Smith, Caulfield. Pearsall takes a 3-pointer that's no good. Good job of rebounding the ball by Smith. He'll put it back up and in. Was he fouled on the floor before, or did he travel with the basketball? He traveled with the basketball. Waco High giving some full court pressure here, looking for the trap. White gets it off to Colley. Colley with a bounce pass to Sanders. Sanders to the baseline, puts up the shot that will go. Sanders has 4 points in the second quarter and ties this game up at 15 apiece with 4:20 left to go in the second quarter. A.J. West throws up a runner that goes. He's got 4 points, gives the lead back to Waco. Waco again pressuring in the backcourt. De La Rosa gets it off to Colley. Colley trapped at the midcourt line, back to De La Rosa. They're going to slow it down again. Matthew White will bring it out from up top. Hands it off to Colley. Colley looking for something, but nothing happening. His team's just standing around doing nothing. I believe they're going to call a foul on A.J. West, his first. 4 team fouls for each team now. Cade Cortan on the bench for College Station with 3. Sanders looking to inbounds the ball, gets it to De La Rosa. Waco with man-to-man pressure now, trying to take the ball away from De La Rosa. Gets it off to Browning. Waco with very harassing defense here. Colley with the three-pointer. Goes. His first three-pointer of the night. He's got 5, and College Station has the lead by a point at 18-17. Waco working the ball around outside. Fuller will jump it back out to Smith, to Caulfield. Jordan Fuller takes the 3. It's off the iron. Colley rebounds. 2:45 left first half. Colley to the right side, nothing there. Now gets it off to Sanders. Sanders with the bounce pass to White. Can't get past Jordan Fuller. Tries to take it to the backboard, but a foul's going to be called as he goes into the lane. Going to be on Jordan Fuller, his second. He's the first Lion with more than 1 foul. That'll bring Darren Dawkins into the game for the first time. Fuller heads to the sideline. Underneath their own basket. Pitches into White. White pitches it in the corner to Sanders. It's no good. Rebound comes out to Colley. De La Rosa drives in, loses the basketball. Foul's called on somebody. I'm not sure who. Or did he just lose it out of bounds? No, he just lost it out of bounds. Pearsall's going to come back in for Waco. Dale Smith, junior, heads to the sideline. All the way out to the top to Sanders. Colley for the three-pointer. Drains it. That's his second three-pointer. They have 3 three-pointers in the second quarter and have extended their lead to 4 at 21-17 with 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Jimmy Veal thought about the 3, now drives in, pitches it out to the left corner on the baseline. No shot taken. Pearsall backs it out. Caulfield to Jimmy Veal. He throws up the 3 that goes. Jimmy Veal shows a nice touch. He's got 5 points all in the second quarter, makes it a 1-point game at 21-20. De La Rosa against Veal. Looks to penetrate, now stops, gets it to White. White looks back to the bench for instructions from J.D. Sullivan, their head coach. Sanders to Browning. Browning can't find an inside pass to White. Looked for the cutter on the baseline, but the passing lane was cut off. Browning, guarded by Jimmy Veal. Gets it off to White. Pass stolen away, though, by Crosby. He's got a 1-on-3 break. He stops for the three-pointer and drains it. His first three-pointer of the night. Waco High's back on top by 2 with 49 seconds to go in the first half. Colley has the trap, gets it off to De La Rosa in the right corner. Bounce pass to Sanders, back out to White. 30 seconds left to go. Colley takes another three. It won't go. Sanders has the rebound, has it blocked. And the ball's out of bounds off of Waco with 21 seconds to go. Good hustle by Tyrek Crosby. Sanders gets into White. White dribbles into the paint, tries to pass it off to Sanders, and Waco knocks it out of bounds with 17.2 seconds to go in the second quarter. Colley triggers the inbounds to Sanders. Sanders gets it to go, and he's also fouled. Sanders got 6 points. Called it on Crosby. That's his first. Neither team looks like they're going to get in the bonus here in the first half. Sanders hits the free throw. They are 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Waco High has only attempted 1. Jimmy Veal going to wait to pick up the basketball and keeps the clock stopped. Waco will work for the last shot, down by a point at 24-23. Crosby looks for some help, gets it off to Caulfield. His three-pointer's off the mark. Rebounded, but a shot's not in time by Waco High's Wayne Pearsall, and that's the way we'll go to the locker room with College Station on top by a point at 24-23. Stay tuned. We have second half action coming your way in a moment right here on Waco ISD TV. Welcome back to the Waco High Gymnasium. We are at halftime of tonight's District 18 5A game between the Waco Lions and the College Station Cougars. Cougars up by a point at the break at 24-23. They have been led on the floor by Ty Sanders, who had 7 of his 9 points in the second quarter. Kit Colley has scored 8 points. 6 of those came in the second quarter, thanks to a couple of three-point baskets. It was also a three-point basket by Steven De La Rosa. That's his only 3 of the night. And Cade Cortan, their leading scorer, on the bench with foul troubles, just had 4 points in the first half, and all those came from the free throw line. Waco High is led by Wayne Pearsall with his 7 points. All of that came in the first quarter when the Lions had a 5-point lead at the end of that period. 5 points apiece by Tyrek Crosby and Jimmy Veal. 4 by A.J. West and 2 by Dale Smith. A low-scoring affair here in the first 16 minutes of the contest, as both teams have been very patient with the basketball, looking for an open shot. We're ready for the second half of action. J.D. Sullivan for College Station will have Cortan, De La Rosa, Browning, Colley, and, well, one other. Sanders on the court. Waco High will start the second half with Jimmy Veal, Colley, West, Crosby, and Pearsall, the starting 5 from the game. Cortan on the left to right-hand side. Gets it off to Sanders. Sanders to Colley, who's from behind the screen, delivers a three-pointer. Colley's third three-pointer of the night. 4-point lead for College Station. Well set up screen for Colley to shoot that three. Crosby will pitch it over to the right side to A.J. West. He'll go into the lane, pitch it back out to Jimmy Veal. Caulfield against Cortan. Crosby to the left side, cut off. Caulfield pitches it out. A.J. West drives, stops, shoots, follows his own shot, and makes it go. Nice hustle again by A.J. West. Played a minute in the second half. It's a 2-point game at 27-25. Cortan cut off by Jimmy Veal. Gets it to Colley. De La Rosa on the right side. Waco, a man-to-man defense. Cortan looking to drive on Veal, has the ball knocked away, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Waco High, according to the officials. I don't know who it went off of. Colley will trigger it. Bounce pass inside to Sanders. He'll put up a left-handed shot, no good. Rebound fought for and lost out of bounds by College Station, so Waco High will have the basketball with a chance to tie it up or take the lead. Down 2 with 6:20 left to go, third quarter. Jimmy Veal coming to the right side, gets it off to A.J. West. Caulfield to Crosby. Veal eyes the three from the left corner. West guarded by Sanders. Crosby tried to penetrate, but cut off by Colley. A three-pointer on the way from Veal is good. Jimmy Veal hits from 3. His second three-point basket of the night. It gives him 8 and gives Waco the lead at 28-27 at the 5:50 mark of the third quarter. Colley guarded by Pearsall. Inside to Sanders, bounce pass to Cortan. Shot's no good. Crosby comes up with the rebound. A.J. West in the left corner. Will come back out with it. Jimmy Veal looks to penetrate. Can't do it. Off to West. West tries to penetrate. Pitches it out to Caulfield. His three-pointer is off the iron. And De La Rosa rebounds for College Station. Colley to Cortan. Picked up by A.J. West. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Off to Browning. Browning dumps it inside to Sanders, but Jimmy Veal steals the pass and headed the other way with it. Veal will take it to the backboard. Can't get it to go. The rebound's going to go off of Waco. Colley takes a rest. Dale Smith into the game. Waco steals the pass. Shot put up by A.J. West is good. He's got 4 in the quarter, which matches his amount at halftime, gives him 8. Tied with Jimmy Veal for the team lead. Pass once again is knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Waco's ball to the delight of A.J. West. West guarded by Colley. Crosby. Pearsall with the 3 off the iron. That's Perodowski has the rebound. Loose ball picked up by Cortan. Waco goes for the double team, can't get the basketball. Goes back to their man-to-man. Colley to the right side, guarded by Smith, off to Sanders. Sanders almost had his pocket picked by West. Cortan with a three-pointer is good. So Cortan hits his first shot from the field tonight. It's a three-pointer that ties the game up at 30 apiece with 3 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the third quarter. I want to thank the folks from Waco ISD TV who helps bring the pictures and descriptions of this game into your living room. That includes tonight Justin Sanders and Tyrell McSpadden. And, of course, our producer-director, Jesse Batalla. 30-30 is our score. 11 points for Kit Colley right now leads College Station. And 8 points by A.J. West and Jimmy Veal leads the Waco High scoring. They're all trying to make a spot in the playoffs. Right now it's Rudder, Bryan, and A&M Consolidated that look like they have the inside track to 3 of the 4 playoff spots. Waco and College Station fighting to stay in the mix for that 4th spot. University and Temple have quite a bit of work to do and probably need some help along the way if they're going to make the postseason. Back to play. Randy Carpenter has checked into the game for Waco High for the first time at the point guard position. West dribbles in and throws up the left-hander that goes. 6 points in the period for A.J. West. He now leads with 10. Waco High trying to trap at the half-court line. Pearsall against Colley. De La Rosa in now. Pearsall guarding him out front. Get it off to Sanders. Picked up by Crosby. Back to Cortan. Takes a long three-pointer that's off the front of the iron, and Dale Smith has the rebound. A.J. West to Crosby. Crosby spots up for the three-pointer, and wow, puts it down. His second three-pointer of the night. Waco up by 5 at 35-30. 2.5 minutes left to go, third quarter. Randy Carpenter following Cortan everywhere he goes. Cortan goes to the baseline, pitches it in the corner to Sanders. Sanders drives to the paint, shot's no good. Smith has the rebound off to Carpenter on the fast break, and Randy Carpenter gets it to go. His first 2 points of the night. And Waco's lead is 7 at 37-30 with 2:05 to go. Colley has it across the midcourt. Cortan from way outside is good. Cortan getting hot now. He's got 10. 4-point game. A.J. West along the baseline. Pitches it off to, have a traveling call on Waco High. A.J. West walk with it, either that or double dribbled, one of the two. Cortan with the left-handed layup is good. You can see he can get hot. He's got 12 points now to lead his team after only having 4 three-pointers of 4 free throws at the halftime. Shots out of bounds, and the rebound goes off of Cortan. It'll be Waco High's ball. Randy Carpenter back to the bench after providing a bit of a spark. Jimmy Veal returns to the game. Minute 15 to go, third quarter. Waco up by 2, 37-30. Long cross-court pass to A.J. West. Cougars in a 2-3 zone now. Trying to keep Dale Smith from getting inside. Off to A.J. West. His three-pointer's no good. Rebound. Crosby comes out with it. Under a minute to go. Crosby's shot is off the back of the iron. A.J. West, though, has it back in. A.J. West with 8 points in the third quarter and 12 for the game. Waco up by 4, 39-35. Cortan gets it off to Colley. Back to Cortan. With 30 seconds to go, he's guarded by Jimmy Veal. Left-handed dribble into the lane. It's knocked away by Crosby. He's down on the ground, and a timeout called by J.D. Sullivan. Little sportsmanship there as Pearsall helps Cortan off the deck. 22.5 to go in the third quarter. Waco trying to go to the last 8 minutes with the lead. They had a 5-point lead at the end of the first quarter. At 13-8, trailed by a point at halftime, 24-23. College Station with 3 3-point baskets here in the third quarter, plus a 2-pointer. Waco, meanwhile, with 2 3-point baskets and 5 2-point baskets. And nobody's taken a foul shot. Matter of fact, my statistician, Steve Tankersley, points out there's been no fouls called here in the third quarter. Cortan bounce pass into Sanders. Back to Cortan in the right corner. Jimmy Veal with the man-to-man defense on him. Tries to take it away from Cortan. Cortan traveled on his way to the backboard. Say it's on the floor. Oh, they do give him the 2 points. Take that back. So Cortan gets the 2. Didn't see who the foul was on. Cortan hits the other free throw. He is 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 9.5 seconds to go in the period. Lions up by 1. Jimmy Veal to Crosby. Crosby drives the baseline, can't get it to go. Cawley throws up a prayer and it hits the backboard, hits the rim, and that was close. So we go to the final 8 minutes with Waco High nursing a 1-point lead. 39-38. A.J. West has 12 points. Crosby has 8. Jimmy Veal has 8. Pearsall has 7 for Waco. Cawley with 11. And Cortan with 15. 11 of that coming in the third quarter. You can tell that most of the scoring for this College Station Cougar team is done by Cortan or Cawley. In their last 5 district games, Cortan has scored 20 or more points 4 times. Cawley was the leading scorer with 12 points in a 58-41 loss to Bryan. Cortan only had 10 in that game. Final 8 minutes underway here at the Waco High gym. Waco High trying to run their district record to 4-4. Pearsall has an open 3. Can't get it to go. De La Rosa has the rebound for the Cougars. Waco High with a 1-point lead. Cawley against A.J. West. Has his pass to Cortan cut off. Gets it off to Browning, back to Cawley. Sanders looking for a pitch down low. Can't get it. Gets it off to Cawley outside the arc. Inside it goes to De La Rosa, and the left-handed lay-in is good for De La Rosa. He's got 5 points now. Waco working the ball around. A.J. West against Cawley, drives in, puts the shot up and good. A.J. West has 14 now. Back up in front at 41-40. Cortan with a long pass, it's knocked away. Fought for it, the baseline. A.J. West dives and it goes out of bounds off of him. Should be Cougar basketball. Meanwhile, back in the other end of the court, Cougars are dealing with an injury. I believe that's Cawley who's down. Collie being looked at by head coach J.D. Sullivan, as well as the team trainer for Waco High. 6 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in this one. Collie just trying to recollect himself. Not sure exactly the nature of his injury, but his coach tells him to stay down until you feel better. Just 2 points apiece for each team here in the in the fourth quarter. Collie back up on his feet and headed to the sideline. Get a little bit of a rest. Again, J.D. Sullivan only has 3 other players to call for, as he's just got actually 4. He's got 9 guys on his roster. White checked in. He gets the inbounds pass from De La Rosa. De La Rosa breaks the press. Gets it off to Cortan. Cortan is fouled by Fuller. Jordan Fuller with the foul. That's his second. Just the second team foul against Waco High in the half. No fouls against College Station. Neither team was in the bonus in the first half. Now we have a holding foul called against Waco High. Maybe that was against Jimmy Veal. I did not see exactly who they gave that to, but College Station inbounds it. Waco High in a man-to-man defense. West guarding Browning. Crosby steals the ball away. West comes up with it, looks down court, nothing there, so he'll pull it back out. Now he'll go into the paint, throws it out to Jordan Fuller, whose three-pointer is good. First basket of the night for Jordan Fuller is a tray that gives Waco a 4-point lead at 44-40. 5:45 to go. Cortan trapped. Gets it away to White. In the corner to Browning. His three-pointer no good, but a rebound put back up by De La Rosa. Cougars doing a good job underneath the backboard, but can't get anything to fall. And finally, A.J. West clears it out for the Lions. And Jimmy Veal is going to slow it down. College Station in a 2-3 zone. Waco High is going to be content to let clock roll and take a little rest, while College Station is not going to put on any defense. They've got a 4-point lead. You see no reason whatsoever to force anything. A.J. West more than happy to stand and get a rest, while College Station stays in their 2-3 zone. Actually, it looks more like a 3-2 zone right now. Cortan looking for instructions from his head coach, J.D. Sullivan. Sullivan pretty much standing there with his arms crossed, while Veal and West play pitch and catch. Veal just holding on to the basketball. Back to Shelby Metcalf Stallum here. Irvin Brown. Earl Farley, the head coach. He's content to let clock roll here. 4:10 to go. Crosby just holding on to the basketball. 44-40 our score. Crowd getting a little restless. They want to see something happen. Now we're finally going to get some defense from College Station. Jimmy Veal in the corner to Jordan Fuller, who's feeling it and makes it fall. Jordan Fuller, another three-pointer, has 6. Waco High lead is 47-40. Cortan has a pass stolen. A.J. West against Cortan puts up a bad shot, rebounded by College Station. A 3-on-2 break. Cortan takes it to the backboard. Can't get it to fall, but he does pick up the foul. Foul's going to be on Crosby. That's his first. Cortan goes to the free throw line. He's got 15. He's 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. Can't get that one to go. White out and Colley back in. Also going to get Paradowski in for Browning. Cortan for his second shot. Makes that one go to give him 16 for the game. High point man in the game right now. A.J. West has 14 to lead Waco. A timeout called at the baseline by Waco High. Yeah, and the Lions have 4 games on the schedule after tonight. This is on a Tuesday night. Well, this Friday they'll be on the road at Bryan. 1 week from tonight, they'll go across town to take on the University Trojans. Then they still have a home game against A&M Consolidated. Actually, that game against the Trojans will be back here at the Waco gym. That's on February the 6th. Come on out and watch that one. We'll finish off with the league leader, Brian Rutter, who they lost to earlier this year by 11 points at 50-39. Waco Lions played in 3 tournaments this year: the Lorena Tournament, the Coppers Cove Tournament, and the M.T. Rice Tournament. At the Lorena Tournament, they won 5 games and lost only 1, and that one loss was to Palestine by just a point, but they beat Vanguard, Robinson, St. Michael's, and Manor in that tournament. Coppers Cove Tournament, they went 2-5 with wins over a team from Australia, Northern Territory, 52-49, and over Medina Valley, 62-47. But they dropped games to Coppers Cove, Stony Point, and Cedar Ridge. Then at the M.T. Rice Tournament, they won their first 3 games, only to drop the next 2, beating Mansfield Legacy, Nacogdoches, and the hosting Midway Panthers before dropping decisions to Houston Christian and Converse Judson. Waco High with the inbounds pass. Crosby gets it over in the corner to Fuller, and that's that corner he's been feeling it, and he's got it again. 9 points in the 4th quarter for Jordan Fuller. And the Waco High lead is 9 at 50-41. Waco High with a pressing man-to-man defense. They call a blocking foul on Jimmy Veal. That'll be his second foul. #15 foul against Waco High in the half. Again, no fouls against College Station. Cortan to the right side, guarded by Smith. Puts up a altered 3-point shot. Veal gets the rebound. Throws it across court to Crosby. Crosby will bring it back out. Bounce pass to Veal. Back to Crosby with 2:40 to go. Puts it all the way over to Fuller. Nice leaping grab by Fuller as the Cougars now trying to trap Waco outside. Pass to Fuller is saved. Fuller gets pushed on the sideline by Sanders. Sanders picks up his first foul, and that is the first foul against College Station in the second half. Waco to inbounds the ball with 2:24 to go and a 9-point lead. The 9-point lead is the biggest lead, I believe, for either team tonight. Veal and West playing catch. Gets a little help now from Smith. Smith gets it across court to A.J. West. West will take it to the 3-point line. Can't get it to go, but gets his own rebound. Puts the shot back up, but he was fouled by Colley before that happened. Kit Colley picks up his first foul. Second team foul against College Station. Wait a minute, they called that on Waco. They called that on Crosby. Well, I apologize for that. I could have sworn that he got undercut. Sanders down low to Paradowski. He can get it to fall. First 2 points of the night for Paradowski. It's a 7-point game at 50-43, a minute 46 to go. Fuller's in the corner, bounce pass to Smith, easy dunk. Dale Smith has 4 points. The dunk shot brings the crowd off their feet. The lead is back to 9. Sanders gets that one to fall. And a whistle and a timeout called by Bryant. First 2 points for Sanders in the second half after leading College Station with 9 at halftime. That gives him 11. A minute 23 to go. Waco with a 7-point advantage, 52-45. Jordan Fuller has come off the bench to drain 3 3-pointers here in the fourth quarter. That gave Waco the largest lead by either team at 9. And now, head coach Earl Farley on the far side, trying to figure out how to make that last for the next 83 seconds. Again, Waco lost to College Station earlier this year when these two teams met by a score of 43-60. In that game, Crosby was the only player in double figures with 11. Right now, A.J. West in double figures with 12. Crosby's got 8, so does Jimmy Veal. Jordan Fuller with 9, all in this period. Waco High will inbound the ball from the opposite end. College Station in a full court press now. And get the pass stolen. Cortan looking for White into the corner to De La Rosa. Back to Cortan. Cortan guarded by West. Tries to drive in. Crosby alters his shot. It won't go. Rebound fought for. Jimmy Veal thought he had it for a moment. A foul called underneath. Foul's going to be called on Paradowski, number 22. That's his first. Waco High again inbounding the ball with a minute and 2 seconds to go and a 7-point lead. Jimmy Veal triggering the inbounds. We'll get it into Smith. Back to Veal, back to West. Good passing, breaks the press. Crosby down underneath to Smith, but Smith can't get it to fall, but he's fouled. I believe Cortan picked up the foul. It would be his 4th. He had 3 fouls about a minute into the second quarter, set for most of that second period, and had just 4 points at halftime. But has now scored 12 in the second half. Smith hits the free throw. He's 1 for 1 from the charity stripe. Matter of fact, that is the first free throw attempt by Waco High tonight. Looking to make it a 9-point lead again. Matthew White checks in for De La Rosa for College Station. Be a 3-possession game if he can hit this one, and does. 52.8 seconds to go. Cortan brings the ball up with minimal pressure from Waco High. Ball knocked away for the moment. 3-pointer put up, no good. Colley looking for the rebound, went over his back, picks up the foul. First foul against Colley. 15th foul against College Station. Browning out. And Paradowski back in. 54-45 our score. Waco trying to hold on to a lead. A.J. West gets the inbounds pass. Tries to pitch it off the legs of Cortez, but Colley comes up with it. This pass to Paradosky is taken. A long three-pointer put up by Cortan is good. He's got 19 now to lead all scorers. Hits that one with 27.5 seconds left. J.D. Sullivan calls another timeout. 6-point advantage for Waco High. Waco needs to find a way to hold on. Earl Farley, the head coach, has his troops standing in front of the Waco High bench. Meanwhile, our officials at the scorer's table with a question. They're trying to find out who's got fouls left, who's got timeouts left. I know that J.D. Sullivan's called a couple here after made baskets. Well, now they put 29 seconds is what's left on the clock. Waco High to inbounds at the College Station end of the court. Waco just needs to find something that'll run some time off the clock. They run the in and out to get it off the baseline. Crosby trying to pass ahead is going to be fouled by Sanders. Sanders picks up his second foul. I believe that should put, that's the 16th foul. They put 5 up on the board. I think it's 6, but I could be wrong. I guess it's just 5 now that I look at my scorecard again. Fuller to trigger the inbounds with 19 seconds to go. Gets it into Crosby. He can stay back court and run 10 seconds off. They get it across. Jimmy Veal throws it all the way across to A.J. West with 10 seconds to go. Pass is knocked away momentarily. College Station has it, gets it off to Colley for the 3. It won't go. A.J. West has the rebound, and he'll run out the rest of the clock. And Waco High comes away with a victory tonight and avenges an early loss, winning by a score of 54-48. The Lions are led tonight by A.J. West with 14 points. Jordan Fuller's got 9. 8 points apiece for Tyrek Crosby and Jimmy Veal, and 7 points for Wayne Pearsall. Leading scorer for College Station tonight is Cade Cortan, held to 4, just 4 free throws in the first half, but he comes alive in the second half to score 19 for the game and lead all scorers. So with the victory for Waco High, their record goes to 17-13 and now 4-4 in district play. The loss by College Station drops them to 23-10 and 3-6 in district action. Final score again, Waco High over College Station by a score of 54-48. For our entire crew at Waco ISD Television, I'm Lark Smith bidding you a good night from the Waco High Gymnasium.